No Agenda is a worship night hosted by One Hope Project, where people come together to eat good food, meet like-minded people, and to worship Jesus. It all started when 4 of us friends decided to live together in London. We were all working professionally but desired community. We wanted a house of prayer but also of hospitality. So in November 2013, we opened our doors, we sent a few messages out, we cooked some food, Joey grabbed his guitar and we worshipped.
Something really special about No Agenda is the fact that there's always been an emphasis on making it feel like home. I remember when we were living in the house, people who didn't live there would feel comfortable opening the door, welcoming people in, taking cups out of the cupboard, rooting around for biscuits, making cups of teas for other people and getting stuck in with the washing up. And that was just part of the kind of family that we created there.
For me, in No Agenda, I found community. I remember being blown away by the fact that a group of friends would open their doors and welcome in friends, colleagues, friends of friends.
The biggest thing that I learned was just the value of hospitality, welcoming people to the house, sharing a meal, making people feel comfortable before entering into prayer.
One thing that always stuck out about No Agenda was how welcome I felt there, how loved and accepted I was for just being me. And it was always a place where I could go and have real, honest, genuine conversations about what was going on in my life and my faith.
Over the next months and years, word spread and it grew. We had new people coming each fortnight and people come back again and again.
There is something so attractive about the presence of God, and I think that was one of the reasons why people just kept coming along to No Agenda.
We're passionate about following the Holy Spirit, not boxing God in, and following him wherever he goes. So a big emphasis for us is listening to God, encouraging people to listen to the voice of God, and we encourage everyone that they really can hear God's voice. And then we ask people to share words and pictures and prophecies that will then start to form a journey of worship throughout the evening.
The first thing I noticed about No Agenda was that everybody was worshipping in a different way. Some people were singing with their arms up, some people were kneeling, praying, some people were writing in journals, and some people were doing artwork on the floor. And I just remember thinking, I can worship God however I want to. And in 2 Corinthians it says, wherever the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. And I really sensed that freedom.
No Agenda was my first experience of anything charismatic, and I wasn't sure what to expect. But the freedom and the joy that I saw people experiencing there was so infectious. It just made me keep coming back.
If you come to No Agenda and you want to sing really loudly or paint or dance, you're more than welcome to. But equally, if you just want to sit, you just want to be with God, you just want to pray and let the worship soak over you, then that's absolutely fine too. It's just a great place for all expressions of creative worship to happen in the same space.
And we are in relationship with the most creative being in the universe. And so every time we're creative, we echo something of him.
It's a room where God is enthroned upon the praises of his people, and the Spirit moves in some truly amazing ways.
I reckon 400 or 500 people have come through our home in East Dulwich for No Agenda. But in 2018, after 5 years, it was time to move on, and we found a new home. One Hope Project and No Agenda has always had a big heart for unity. In fact, on numerous occasions, we had teamed up with St Paul's Shadwell and Rector Phil Williams and hosted No Agenda in their church. So Holy Spirit obviously knew what he was doing when that became our new home.
Something that we try and encourage at No Agenda is to worship how you worship. God is in the crazy shouts and the dancing, but he's also in the silence of our hearts.
All the angels cry, Hey everyone, my name is Phil Williams, I'm the rector at St Paul's Shadwell, and it's been such a privilege to be able to host No Agenda here at St Paul's. I think No Agenda started here in January 2019, and I think it's just as the psalmist said, as brothers and sisters dwell together in unity. It's been amazing to see how God bestows his blessing.
I first found No Agenda at this little house in Dulwich at a really formative time in my faith. And there I found somewhere that I could explore my relationship with God and what it meant to worship in whatever way the Spirit was leading me. It was really wonderful.
No matter how I'm feeling, through the people that we meet and the worship that we sing together, we are always changed. Our encounter with God always leaves us in a better place than we were before.
No Agenda has developed over the last 6 or 7 years, a basement in Dulwich to the cosy rooms at SPS. But in these strange times, we are now online. And it's a great way to stay connected and to worship together and to focus on God. So stick the kettle on and join us at No Agenda.
The greatest thing about No Agenda? It has to be the fish finger sandwich.